Brought to you by Yeager Public Adjusting, representing homeowners with fire, wind, or water damage. While the insurance company is looking out for their best interest, we're looking out for yours. When disaster strikes, call us 609-425-1104.
Today's going to be an average kind of day where we've got temperatures climbing back up into the mid and upper 40s. Actually going to feel a lot better than where we've been. Winds will still be there, but shifting out of the southwest, some gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour, so breezy. But it's not that biting wind that's been with us because obviously the temperatures are going to be on the rise. I think the big story is the fact that we've got an Arctic cold front coming our way, and we're looking at rain over to some snow that comes overnight into the morning commute. Now, this isn't a major deal. We're talking probably 1 to 3 inches of snow before all is said and done with, but the issue here is it's coming during the morning commute, so it is going to be very disruptive. Even a couple inches of snow can bring things to a halt at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning as everybody is heading into work and school. So we are watching that very closely. We're also watching the weekend. Yes, you've probably heard that there has been a southeast trend, which is very rare. Usually things go the opposite way. If it plays out this way, it's another win for the GFS model, which has been rather consistent this winter season. I still think there's a little wiggle room, but if you're looking for a blockbuster snowstorm, your chances are decreasing right now. There's a couple different options here, and we'll discuss that in a second. But one storm at a time. Let's focus on this front coming through. Temperatures in the 40s as you're heading to bed, even in the 40s at 2 o'clock in the morning. But look at where that rain-snow line is to the north and west of Doylestown, Norristown, and Westchester at about 2:30. Then the temperatures start to come down. This is 6 o'clock in the morning. If you're heading up into Philadelphia, if you're heading up into Trenton, it's likely snowing at this time. It's going to take a little while for it to actually pile up on the roadways because the temperatures are going to be rising again today. Rain snow line gets down into Hamilton, and then I think by 8 or 9 o'clock, the snow is fully falling across the entire area, even down along the beaches of Atlantic and Ocean counties. But look at this, 28 in Glassboro, 27 in Marlton. At this point, it's snowing heavily enough that it is sticking on the roads. First on the grass, then on the roads, probably a coating to a few inches. I think there's a cap there. At 1 o'clock, it's still snowing, but it's starting to wrap up. Now, I have seen these things overperform in the past, especially if there's a little area low pressure that tries to develop. So be mindful that there could be some surprises, but right now we're thinking accumulations on the lighter side. The biggest deal with this is the fact that it's going to be coming in at the time it is. All right, let's get on over to the weekend. There's two different scenarios. There's a grazing by the east, meaning high pressure builds in farther south, and the front associated with this first round of snow coming in actually settles farther south and then acts as kind of like the atmospheric train track for low pressure to go right along. That low would be too far to the southeast to give us any kind of substantial snow, but it is possible some light accumulations are possible across South Jersey, as many models are hinting at right now. If by some, wave of the magic wand by the weather gods, high pressure settles farther north and that front stalls out farther north, then you would be looking at potentially a bigger snowfall region-wide. Unfortunately, the systems are dependent upon one another. The second one is, I guess I should say, dependent upon the first one and where that front stalls out. So we won't fully know until tonight or tomorrow morning exactly what's going on with the weekend. But I think your chances of a huge snowstorm probably dwindling at this point. And, it stinks, but it is what it is. We can't change it. 46 degrees this afternoon, partly cloudy skies. We become overcast tonight, and then eventually the snow comes in. We see that flip over happen sometime early tomorrow morning between 6 and 8 o'clock, depending on your location. So temperatures across the area going into your Thursday: 34 in Brigantine, 35 in Cape May, 32 in Asbury Park, 33 in Dover. I think the rain tries to hold on a little while longer at the shore. You'll see a rain over to a flip to mix very slowly, and then sometime around 8 o'clock, you too should start to snow. In the northwest sections of our viewing area on the other side of the Delaware River, you're obviously going to be cold enough for snow quicker. So in Media, Swarthmore, Bensalem, you are going to be flipping over to all snow probably by about 6 or 7 o'clock. 26 going into your Friday, north winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And then here's that system on Saturday. Right now, this model brushes the coast and then just goes easily out to sea. I still think there's a little wiggle room here, but not a whole lot. Winds today still gusting into the 20 to 30 mile an hour range. Here's your 7-day forecast. I got us at 31. On Saturday, we have a chance of snow still. I'm stubborn. I'm not taking it off of the table just yet until everything says, yeah, this isn't going to happen. Like I said, I still think that there is a small possibility that we could see a shift back to the north and west. 35 on Sunday, and then next week, looks like we stay well below average.